My third year in the NFL, I found yoga. Have you gotten to yoga at all?
Yeah, I actually have. Now, was that hot yoga with you, like a
So
flow?
we started with flow, like easy beginner stuff, and then now I've worked into super hot, like 110, and it has been really amazing. I mean, for me, I'm a little older and stiffer than I used to be in my early 20s, and so getting that extra heat was always really good because that allowed me to maybe reach and exceed some of my limitations from a flexibility standpoint that I need at this age in my life. So are you into the hot yoga, or have you just started out with the easy stuff?
About 2 weeks ago, our receiver, Danny Davis, he texted me and said, hey, do you want to go to this yoga class? Like, I want to make this a great summer. I want to make sure I'm doing things to have my body in the best shape possible. So I said, no problem, let's go do it. And I think this was like a power flow yoga.
Okay.
Because it was
brutal.
It was do a move, transition into another move, and then it was kind of a flow, put the move together.
Okay.
And it was a hot yoga, and it was rapid. So it was like a warrior into pose 2, 3, take your flow.
Yeah.
And I told Danny, I said, I don't think this is a beginner yoga class, Danny. And after that, we kind of looked down the list, and we actually went to a yoga that was called core flow.
Okay.
So it was a lot of core engagement movements, and it actually helped us out very much. We came in, we had sore quads, or we had a big squat day the day before, and after the core flow class, I mean, it kind of worked the stress from our legs right out of us. So it was kind of amazing how just doing a yoga class could actually help you recover. And that was a firsthand experience.
Yeah, I found yoga was really restorative and healing for me after the season even. And now I do it to make myself feel good, make my body feel better. And I noticed that you talked about that mindfulness, which was a big part of yoga and learning the breath. And I actually carried that over a lot during my career when I'd come to the sidelines because, like you said, on the field, everything's so hectic. People are running everywhere. Coaches are yelling, players are yelling, and you needed to get your mind into that calm place to be able to evaluate what happened, right? How many times have you come to the sideline and the coach goes, hey, JT, what happened on that play? And you're like, I don't know, and I thought the safety came down, and I don't know if you guys have pictures on the sideline, but we used to have pictures. And so what I thought had happened was totally different than what the pictures said, more times than not. And so being able to bring my mind to that calm and steady place on the sideline really helped me become better during the game instead of living in such a crazy world where you miss so much stuff on game day because it happens so quickly.
Yeah, I think more this year, I was able to be more calm on the sideline, but freshman year, without a doubt, I would come back to the sideline. Coach Sutter would say, what happened on this play? Did you see it? And I would say, I thought that this happened. But now this year, I was able to kind of focus in, use that mindfulness and say, oh yeah, well, they had a safety rotation, so I thought I had to go back, but the safety, he dropped out. So, you know, it was kind of interesting to see how the mindfulness helped me relax and kind of actually remember the picture that I saw before the snap. So I thought that was really good. Do you think that the sidelines are different in the NFL than in college?
Yeah, they're a lot more different. I would say that it's much more of like a process and technique and assignment approach, whereas my experience when I was in college, it was they were trying to coach effort, like, you idiot, blah, 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 blah. It was like more like barking at a dog versus in the NFL, it's much more calm. It's like, what happened? We need to get this fixed. We need to figure out what they did and how we're going to change it. And they saved the yelling for Monday when you're watching film. So that may or may not be the same way it is right now. But I definitely found that was a big contrast when I went from college to the pros. It was much more of like a clinical approach, scientific versus just yelling at you to get you to try harder.